for a new start. I like fresh starts. All right, so we're doing this on PS4 now. We want to experiment a little with the Greatsword when we get into this too. All right, let's see options. High definite resolution, probably no. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to prioritize. I want to. How come? Let's let me do that. Maybe I have to get in here. Wonder. Voice chat on. Hey Steve, what's going on, man? I just got this for the PS4 with money I didn't have because I'm stupid. But I'm I don't see anything wrong with that. That's all good. It's not letting me. Oh, only available. I'm booting the game on a PS4 Pro. Okay. So since I'm working on the regular PS4, we won't have that. All right, I see. I don't know how pretty this is going to be compared to the Xbox One X. My guess is the PS4 usually optimizes this stuff pretty well. So I'm seriously doubting you'll see any difference on your end. It may actually be smoother on your end. I mean, I guess if one of you wanted to. Yeah, pretty much anyone jump in. Now, I'm hoping with the PS4 it's also improved is that the chat may work a little differently. The PS4 allows you to send and receive through your headset directly into the console through a USB port. The Xbox One X sort of does, but not exactly. It doesn't work quite the same way. And so with everything coming in and out here, it's very likely that voice chat will come through on the stream with everybody involved. So if any of you guys are in the game, if we're playing online, then all that should come through, make stream a little better. It's been kind of awkward trying to play with people on stream because you can't hear what they're saying. I can. New world. The Sapphire Star, because that's important. I remember this intro being awesome. It looks just as good. Honestly, it looks a little softer than the Xbox did. These cats. What's my score for it? I'd easily give it a... I got to give it a 10, man. I got to give it a 10. I got to give it a 10. There's really nothing wrong with it. I think some of the monster fights, some of the hitboxes are kind of cheap, but that's not necessarily a fault. It's frustrating at times. But, see, it's all good when the player can stun lock an enemy and kill it outright. But when the enemy stun locks you and kills you outright when there's nothing you can do about it, then it's really easy to cry about it, right? That's been the only complaint so far, is in some of the monster fights, some of the stuff that it's been pretty rough sometimes. I think it's supposed to be like that. I think the fights are supposed to be epic and big. You're supposed to hunt and track and do all this stuff, as opposed to you're not just finding a bad guy, hitting a couple times, poking it with your sword, and then killing it, and then that's it. There's a lot more to it. So shows you how your character will look under both lights. Amazing. I thought I made a really good looking character last time. I'm going to experiment a little bit more this time. Oh, they know how to do hair in Japan. They really do. They're like the best. That's a good one. This is a real character creation right here. I think that's still probably my favorite right there. They really know how to do hair. Yeah, right, HD. Yeah. Yeah, nothing compares to Dragon Age Inquisition hair. That frozen llama poop they give you to put on your character's head. Look at the way, look at the physics on the hair. The physics are just incredible. It just doesn't get any better than that. It's still my favorite hairstyle right here. The music in the background is awesome too. All these. This is Dragon's Dogma. This is like Dragon's Dogma. I mean, it's from Capcom, so it makes sense, right? Just high as fuck. I don't see anything really better than that. Oh, this is just incredible. Like, this is how it's supposed to be, man. I think I liked this nose, but oh, look. Yeah, this is what I want. Oh, shit. Maybe that one. That's a good one, too. That one. with that one. Okay, we need to go back then. I was looking for tattoos too because I got an idea. Okay, well, we'll see later. I think it's right here. I guess that really doesn't matter. That doesn't seem to matter much either. Ah, there it is. That won't matter. Okay. Not putting a mullet on my character, no. I'm gonna go with different eyes, I think. Interesting. Okay. Now this, I'm kind of curious. I don't really see a tattoo for that. I don't see a tattoo for that unless you can narrow something. Let me see. me try this. Can't get it straight. That's the problem. Maybe. I don't see anything I can really use for that. Not really. Let me see something. Could never get it small enough. There's that. Let me see, maybe. Bangs. See, I'd like something like that just on the lip, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't think there's anything on here that I can actually do that with. All right, that's fine. That's a little bit like that's a little bit like Inquisition. There really are no true blacks. It may be hidden in here somewhere. I can't seem to find it. That's fine. What's that smart ass look? I mean, you almost have to start an RPG with the... Hey, Sean, what's going on? Yeah, well, all my friends are on PS4. In fact, the dude, he's like the, I don't know, assistant manager over at my GameStop. I got a really good GameStop. There's good GameStops and bad GameStops. Sometimes you go in there and they're condescending, patronizing assholes who feel that because they work at a game store, anyone coming in to buy a game needs to be treated like a serf and a peasant. I don't know where the fuck that mentality comes from, but I've been into GameStops like that. It's like weird, surreal, kind of Twilight Zone shit. Like, why are you guys acting like this? I'm in here to buy some fucking games. You sell games, I'm in here to buy them. There's nothing more to it than that. But then other GameStops, you go in and all they want to do is talk about games. Like, whatever game you're playing, and they want to tell you about what game they're into and talk about games coming out. And just, that's what it's about. They got that job because that's what they do and that's what they are. They're gamers. So there's a difference. I had two stores that were vastly contrasted to one another. I can tell you a story. The GameStop I went to in my old place, I went there for over 10 years. I probably, as long as I lived in that place, I picked that GameStop and got to know the people there and just went there forever. I mean, eventually, like, you knew each other by name and stuff. Walk in, hey, how's it going, you know? And just talk about whatever and pick up what you need and this and that. And if you really needed a deal on something, like you needed to get as much back on a bunch of stuff as you could so that you could, like, put a down payment on something else or whatever, they would help you with that. They would at least get you what they could get you type of thing, because you weren't ever in there crying, complaining about getting some shit back that nobody fucking owes you anyway. I only got $1 back on my game. Bitch, you bought a license for a game to play the game. If the game sucked, that's the game maker's fault. But nobody owes you shit on that game. The fact that GameStop, part of their business is to give back some small revenue to entice the player to buy more stuff at that GameStop. That's the whole point of that. That somebody, I understand the whole world owes you something is something that's gotten into the mind of people these days. Nobody owes you a motherfucking thing. If you walk out of a movie, if you didn't like the movie, nobody's going to give you a refund on your goddamn ticket. And it's the exact same thing. When you buy a game, you're buying a license, like a ticket to a movie, to play that game. That's it. You own no parts of that game. You own the piece of shit plastic that it's printed on, but that's it. But you don't own anything that's printed on it. Nothing. Not even the artwork. Not even the labeling. It'll tell you that you can't even use that because it's not yours. You didn't have anything to do with making that game. That's not yours. If you think someone owes you something for that, you got a lot of lessons to learn in life, and they're going to be painful ones. I'm just letting you know that, if you actually think that way. GameStop doesn't owe you shit. If they want to give you 50 cents back on something, that's more than nothing. And you will also learn in the real world, in life, when you actually have to pay your own bills and do your own thing, is that a little something is better than nothing. Many, many times you wind up losing stuff in life due to bad decisions and things like that. So if at any point you can get at least something back where you're otherwise owed nothing, that's not a bad thing. And so that's part of GameStop's business practice. Other people have taken on after that. Best Buy, even Walmart, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think the departments of Walmart will even give you something. I don't know if they practice that policy, if all of them do or some of them do. It doesn't matter. Is that's their thing. So they only gave me $1 back on a $60 game. You paid $60 to play that game. Period. That's your ticket price. You paid that. Well, the game sucked. Then you made a bad decision. Well, the game said it was going to be good, but it was garbage. That's not anyone's fault but the game developer and your shitty friends for telling you that this piece of crap was something worth playing. That's all that is. And GameStop only want to give me $5. I'll tell you what. GameStop, what's interesting is, aside from the fact that they move a lot of games because that's what they do, if you think about it, those games that aren't worth $5 when you bought them, and that tomorrow the game price goes from $60 to $20, and within a week it's down to like $8, if you bought that $60 game and took it back the next day and got $15 back on it, well, that's only a quarter of the price. Nobody owes you a motherfucking thing. Period. You not being able to understand that makes you a piece of shit, not GameStop. Okay? If that offends you, get over it because it's the truth. So when you take that back in, that $15 they give you back on that game that wasn't worth $5 when it was sold, and everybody knows it's not worth a goddamn nickel the very next day, guess who eats all that money? I'm not defending GameStop. Their policy and practice is something they came up with on their own, right? And so, like I said, nobody owes you anything on a game that you don't fucking own in the first place. You bought a ticket to play it. That's all. That's the reality of it. And so, when you come back and you get $15 back on a game that wasn't worth $5, that you paid $60 for, right? And nobody comes back in to buy that used version of that game because it's a piece of shit. And so guess what? That $15 they gave you back, that game's going to be selling for $5 used in a week or two. And that game's still sitting on that shelf. Guess who eats that $10 that they gave you over the $5 they're eventually, hopefully, going to be able to sell that game for, and unless they actually need to scrap it. There's a lot of times that games that they buy back are so badly done and so badly developed that they'll never resell. And so they base it based on their policy. A lot of the money that they give back, they don't ever get back as a return. It's just something that they need to do to keep people coming in and out of their store, which is business. And if you don't understand that, once again, you have some very harsh, painful lessons to learn in life. Very basic, simple lessons that aren't wrong except for the fact that they make you uncomfortable and that you'll actually have to get some discipline from those lessons. And it's not going to be pleasant, and you're not going to like it, and it's still going to happen, and you not liking it isn't going to change that. So this is just one fine example of that. But anyway, so the GameStops where I used to go all the time. I went and tried another one that was closer to my best friend's house, Nathan's dad, over there. And I got treated with a real condescending, patronizing attitude. And this wasn't just something I was imagining. Like, it was overbearing. Like, it was some dramatic Hollywood theater type bullshit they were doing. Well, I guess I'll just sell you something. Bitch, I'm just in here to buy it. What the fuck? Like, what? Really? What is this? And so I went in there like 3 different times. And that same shit happened. From 3 completely different crews of people. Wasn't the same person twice. Over like a couple years, you know? Because like I say, this GameStop was down the street from my friend. What I used to go is I'd go over to my buddy's house, and me and him and Nathan, little Nathan, as most of you who's been watching my stream, you know that Nathan's gone now. Little dude, man. but we would go get a game like on, say, Friday night, and we might play it all through till like Saturday afternoon or maybe to the next day. We fall asleep there with the controller in our hand and wake back up, and we just play a game. Resident Evil 4 was one of the best ones we played like that because it was just an awesome game. And I think at the time he had the Wii, and so you got to use the pointer control, and that was really the best way to play that game, in my opinion. I thought it was a lot of fun. A lot better than just a basic gamepad. Is you had you actually got to point your gun with the wand and shit and move your. It was really cool. It was kind of clumsy, but it was still kind of fun actually getting to point your weapon. Anyway, so we do stuff like that, and so every once in a while we might go into that GameStop. My buddy never had a problem there, but I don't really think he cared. But I would go in to talk about stuff. The last time I went into that GameStop, I went in to actually buy a brand new console because mine had burned up. And rather than change out the hard drive and do this and that, I just went to go get a new console. And my GameStop was out of those consoles. And so I had to go to this other one because it was the next closest one. I take that back. Actually, it really wasn't the next closest one. But decided to go there against my better judgment and got treated like shit. And they were like essentially trying not to sell me a brand new version of a console that I could have gotten used. And I'm like, finally I called them on it. I'm like, what is up with this attitude? I'm trying to give you my money here. You don't even have to try to sell me this. I came in looking for this. And you happen to have it. That doesn't make you royalty or some shit. It's a fucking console in a game store. What is your problem? Oh, no problem. Yeah, there wasn't when I walked in here, except with you. You know, what the fuck is this? You can't do business like that. It was just that one GameStop. And it was like everyone they hired there was a snotty piece of shit. Now, actually, I went in there one last time because where Nathan is buried is right up the road, and he really liked Fallout stuff. He just liked Fallout, the little Funko Pops and the little vinyls and stuff like that. And around his gravestone and stuff, they have little things set up, little memorabilia. His friends will stop by and they'll leave something there. There's even a little Skyrim medallion hanging off this little miniature Christmas tree that someone had left there around Christmas time, and just little stuff. When people would visit, they would leave a little reminder. It was just, you know, it's not for Nathan, it's for the people leaving it there, but it's just sentimental. And so I was going to go find this one little, he used to collect these things. The little vinyl figures is about that big. I've actually got one or two that Nathan gave me. Actually, sitting over there in my collectibles box. But you don't know what you're going to get until you open the box. So it's kind of like a surprise thing to get you to buy like 1,000 of them to try to collect them all type thing. Well, he used to love collecting those. And the ones that he had duplicates of, he gave me a couple of those. And so I was going to go try to find that one. And I thought it'd be pretty cool to get one and get that one that he was missing. He had all the Fallout 4 collectibles except for one. Actually, I don't think it was Fallout 4. I think they were just Fallout. I think some came from like Fallout 3 and stuff. So I think it was like across the board, just Fallout stuff. Anyway, whatever they were. So they were all out of those, but the people that were in there that particular day, at least I didn't get that attitude. But every time prior to that I had. But the manager that was over there during that time came to my GameStop. You know what his first act to do as manager was? He decided to tape off little lines on the floor so that when you came in for a midnight release, or if you came in to shop, you had to walk to the right, walk along. If you didn't find what you were looking for, you had to circle the store and leave when you got back to the door. But bitch, when I go into a store, I'm going to browse. I'm going to be over here maybe for an hour, and I'm going to be over there, and I'm going to walk back, and I'm going to compare these games, and I'm going to remember I needed that, and I'm going to have this. And so I was in there on a midnight release, and we were all like shoulder to shoulder because we had to walk within these little lines, corralled like fucking cattle or sheep or something. And I'm sitting here, and it made me mad because I got like, bitch, I didn't commit a crime. How the hell are you going to lock me up and give me this prison mentality bullshit? Walk in this line and you only got 3 minutes to eat before someone bangs on the table and kicks you out of the chow type mentality. And I'm in here trying to shop for a video game. It's a fucking video. It's a game store. So I'm standing here and I said, excuse me, got really loud and obnoxious. And the funny thing is a few other people kind of agreed. But it was annoying enough to where I was like actually mad. And I'm like, excuse me, I think I wanted to shop for that game that's a little bit down here, but the directions tell me I can only walk this way. And who the fuck came up with this in the first place anyway? I said, I said this out loud with like 100 people in there, right? All waiting to get our game. It was like 11:55 and we couldn't get our game till 12 or something. And so I was like, I'll tell you what, if this tape is on this floor and these little signs corralling me like some kind of mindless cattle are up here. Next time I come to the store, I'll never come back again. And I hope everyone standing around me says the same exact thing. No one really said much, and the people behind the counter were kind of rolling their eyes because this was the new manager's thing. That motherfucker was gone within a week. I seriously doubt he's working at any GameStop anymore. But he was the mind responsible for that other store and those people over there. And I don't really care about in-store drama and all this and that, but I know that if I'm going to frequent a place, especially playing games all the time and streaming and stuff, I'm going to be in GameStop a lot to buy games. Sometimes, like in this case, duplicate copies of games and controllers and Xbox Live credit and PlayStation Network credit and blah, 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 and this and that, and who knows what else you might need, and a new console, and, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's a decent amount of revenue, and I think those are the customers you want in your store that give you the loyalty of their business. They don't come in asking for extras necessarily. They want essentially two things: courtesy and a decent shopping experience. Like I want that. I just came out of the heat and the midsummer day looking for my video game to come in the air conditioning of the store and look for some shit and then take it home and pop it in my console and play my game for the rest of the day. I want that vibe. I want that feel when I go to a game store. I'm not really looking for anything else. But to walk in and for there to be drama or condescension or patronizing and all this and other stuff, and I'm like, that type of shit right there will get your doors closed really, really, really fast. Because word will spread that that is not the store to go to. No one may directly say, don't go there, but they say enough shit about that place to keep you from going there. That's how word of mouth works. And so, I don't know. But anyway, the people over at this GameStop that I have here, it's the only GameStop on Galveston Island. There's another one farther in town around Texas City, about, I don't know, 15, 20 miles up the road or whatever. But this one is like, I could walk there probably in about about half an hour, probably about a half-hour walk, but it's like a 5-minute drive, if even that. And it's right there, and it's really convenient. It's like straight up the road and straight back, and no matter when you go, there's really no traffic from there. You know, it's not like a main thoroughfare type thing, so you can pretty much just, it's great, man. It's great, and the people there are really cool. I sat there and talked with some new girl that I hadn't seen. She's apparently the manager there. And then the dude that I saw the first time I went there, he actually streams with a friend of his, and he should be on here in about, probably in the next, 10 minutes to an hour. I don't know. He said sometime after 7. It's almost 7 o'clock now. So he may get on. I sent him a friend request and stuff, but he may get on. And they may be streaming, but I think his buddy, him and his buddy basically stream, but they use... I don't know if they stream here on YouTube or Twitch. I think it may be here on YouTube. Anyway, so he may jump on. So if he sends me an invite, we can get the chat to working. Him and his buddy can come in, and they'll probably be streaming on their end also. And I'll give you their stream channel once I get it and stuff. But hey, Brandon, what's going on, man? No, I bought a brand new copy for the PS4. I'm a firm believer, even when I'm broke, like I am right now. I got a house, and so I'll be on eating ramen for the next 10 years. But I'm a firm believer in supporting good games. Like, I bought a copy of The Witcher 3. I really haven't even played it yet. Did I have the money to spend? Not exactly. I wanted to check it out. I had it. Somebody recommended it. I'm like, I'll probably eventually play it anyway. But I think supporting CD Projekt Red, even if it's just eventually just $1 in their pocket, it's whatever. You know, that's $1 towards their next game. Whatever. It pays that guy to stay an extra 30 seconds and drink an extra cup of coffee and put in that last little bit of coding that gives that one character that one line that he wouldn't have thought of it had he not stayed in the office a couple minutes late. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you throw a pebble in the pond, you can't really dictate where the ripples go, but the ripples go farther than you can see. In other words, any little bit you do does something. And so I kind of believe in supporting that. Just like on the opposite way, you'll never see me condone, support associate myself with or anything an Ubisoft game. I will have nothing to do with that company. I'll have nothing to do with anything related to Ubisoft. I will not watch a fucking movie, shitty movie made on one of their shitty remakes of the 98th version of a game someone stopped playing after the third version, right? I will not anything Ubisoft, period. And if you bring them up, I will talk about them as if I'm talking about a child molester, which isn't too far from the truth. So there you go. So on the opposite side, any nickel, even a nickel, they don't get from me for some shitty ass rehashed used game. No, they get nothing from me at all, ever. And if I ever meet someone that works for Ubisoft, then I can, well, it's probably illegal just to straight up spit in their fucking face. It's probably illegal, so I guess I can't do that. But yeah, they can, not that they care about my opinion. Good. If they did care about my opinion, that would make something wrong with me if they cared about my opinion. Because that means they would value me, and I don't want something like that valuing me. So they probably don't care. But I would like to see as many people as possible not support that company in any way, shape, or form. For more reasons than just bad business. They're awful. EA ain't got shit on Ubisoft as far as just being corrupt and shit, trash, diarrhea. They're nasty. Nasty as fuck. Same reason. So the exact opposite. So any company that I believe deserves support is you essentially do what you can. Like I supported the idea that even though I'm really have more of a hate than love relationship with Bethesda right now, I'm still enamored enough with Fallout 3 and Oblivion to say that the idea of remastering Skyrim was a good idea. So I got the remaster of Skyrim for both systems. I did. Just to support that. The idea of that. Hope they go back and do that with Fallout 3 and Oblivion. That would really be worthwhile. If they could just do a visual remaster of both those games. A gameplay remaster also on Fallout 3 is I'd like to see some of the gameplay mechanics from Fallout 4 in Fallout 3. I think that would make it, if not the best game ever made in that genre, really damn close. That's just my opinion. You know, everyone's got their own favorite games. Hey, Billy's gonna... Speaking anime, what's up? All right, so I still like using that Jade Empire. This whole game gives me that whole Japanese game vibe. Trying to remember some of the... This is the name that I had for my other character. This is straight from Jade Empire. Straight from Jade Empire. Apparently Chinese something. That's fine. Oh, that's right. We get to design our cat. Our cool cat dude. Oh, wait. I forgot. This dude looks really pissed. We'll go with this one this time. Awesome. Crooked tail. Awesome. Those goggles, though, and boxing gloves. That's epic shit right there. What? We'll just keep everything the same as it was. This was Grouchy's name for the cat. Senor Puss Puss. Yeah, I got the PS4 version. Everyone I know is on PS4. All my buddies. Some of you guys know Josh from our Dark Souls days. Petted you. He's on PS4. I don't know what the hell. All he ever played on was Xbox. Then he just decided. I think he got this for PS4 because his girlfriend plays on PS4 most of the time. Or his wife, sorry. Whatever reason. Is this the voice actress for from Piper? Hey, someone go look that up. If this is a voice actress for Piper from Fallout 4. I don't know what her name was, but I thought she was actually really good, personally. It's not really so much her tone, it's the inflection. No game audio? What? Are you serious? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Can I pause this? All right, hold on. It's just gonna have to pause itself then. No game audio. That's odd. All right, hold on. Let's see. Let me see something first. Gotta have it in the headphones. I can't hear it now. Can't do that. Can't do that either. Okay. Okay. Let's see. That might do it. That's gotta be it. Okay, so all that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, maybe one other thing. Hold on, let me see. Give me a second. There's gotta be fucking something, man. All right. Well, we'll give it a second. Tell me if you guys get game audio now. Okay, anybody, is there audio? Or is it still dead? I wonder how to fix that. Okay. Tracking boulders? Oh, I got to get to a place. It won't let me pause. I got to get to a place where I can pause. I think it's going to be the same problem then. I think it may be the same problem as before. Okay. Okay, I think I can fix it. I think I know what to do. At least for the time being, but I think when it comes to playing... Okay, how about now? You guys got volume? You should have volume. Nothing? That makes no sense. Send it out through that. No, it's not. Muted on my streaming software. It's definitely not coming through, though. Okay, hold on, let me see something. All right, but I can't see when it's capturing. All right, let me look here. It shouldn't be this fucking clunky. There it is. TV or TV amplifier. That's the problem. Pitch. Can't see any way around it. All right, let me see. Let me go Google it real quick since we're right here. Let's see. Game sound headphones and TV PS4. I don't fucking know what to put in. Ah, okay. There's a fix for it.
Hey guys, Diablo
there's a
here
fix.
with a quick
Okay.
tutorial for some PS4 owners. If anyone wants to use a USB microphone but still have all their audio, including chat, go through the TV, speakers, or in my case, these headphones right here, you're going to want to watch this, alright? As soon as you plug in a USB cord, the PS4 only gives you the option to put chat audio or all audio to the headset's earpieces. I don't want anything going there. My ears aren't there, okay? This is how we do it. From the main menu, we go to Settings, Devices, Audio Devices. Right here we see our input and our output. Here's a closer look. Input and output, USB headset Logitech. We don't want that. We take our PS4 controller, and then we grab the little headphone headset that came with the PlayStation 4. We're gonna need this right here. This is our bread and butter. Okay?
Let me see something.
So, what we're gonna do is take the headset piece and plug it directly into the port on the PlayStation 4 controller. And we're gonna take it out quickly. If you do it too slow, nothing happens. If you do it too fast, you have to start over. Alright? Yeah, let's do this. Boom. Perfect timing. And look at that. We're gonna use our headset to chat to our buddies, and we're gonna have all the audio and their chat going through our TV. And for me, it's because I'm trying to capture stuff on a capture device, and it doesn't work.
This is exactly what I want. Sound through TV and headset at the same time. I don't know. Oh. Okay, let me try this. Just on the off chance that Okay. Apparently, the only way to do it is to have an optical headset. Because essentially the optical settings allow everything to pass back and forth like that, while the audio comes through the HDMI to you guys. But you can get audio and chat through the optical cable. Okay, well, I'm going to look a little deeper. The problem is, if I want to be able to hear in my headphones and chat with my headphones, you guys get no game sound. Unless... It's the wrong fucking card. Unless that's a thing. This might be a thing. Hold on a second. Maybe. Okay, so see, you guys are getting game sound right now. And it killed it. So I can do chat audio here. And you guys get it. So I can get chat, but I can hear no game sound at all now. That's the problem. Don't really know. I'm getting, now you guys are getting audio, but I'm getting none.
Looks like we're right around here. The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock.
No, I'm getting none either.
For now, I think
it
would be best if we make our way to base. The map should help us find our way. Come here!
Well, this fucking sucks, man. I thought it would be better than the Xbox. It's actually worse. Okay. Well. Okay. It just broke all together. That's what I get for trying to finesse it, right? Okay, oh, damn it. Optical headset. I have a 3.5 plug on my TV, but if I do that, I can't chat. The point is getting chat active, headset active, to where you guys can hear the game sound. No, this is just completely broken. This just isn't working at all. Yeah, it's completely broken. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing. 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 Okay, guys. Well, this is not what I signed up for tonight. Yeah, so nobody's getting anything now. Neither you guys or me. Yeah. I didn't want to do a troubleshooting stream, but... yeah, it's dead. Headphones are completely dead now. Like, I'm not getting anything at all. I know you guys are getting the game sound. I can't. The PS4 background music, I can't hear it at all. I can hear my chat coming back through. So this is working. The headset is working, sort of. But I'm still getting no volume, and as soon as I do... yeah, this is weird. This is weird, because, okay, so the HDMI is coming out of the PS4, and it's not going to the TV, it's going to the capture card. The capture card is what you guys are getting your image off of. So there's no reason why... Like, you guys are still getting game sound, and I've actually got it going through my headset. Okay, so that turned it off for you. I figured it would. Okay, HDMI brings it back on. It was working like that before. Got that. Okay. All right. Oh, this is why. But now it kills the volume for you guys, you see? Once I do that, that gives it to you, but now I can't hear it. Well, that's why I had output to headphones. That still doesn't really matter. Now you're right. I could use this and literally just use this for chat and put an entire second headset on for that, which is I know what you were getting at. Yeah, that would get uncomfortable after a while, wouldn't it? That'd be a little ridiculous. There isn't that setting. They don't have that setting. There isn't an all. You can't do an all. It's either or. That's the problem. If this was optical, I think that would be okay. This was an optical headset. Because then it literally bypasses it. You would, okay. So here's what I think I'm gonna do, guys. I know there's like, damn, there's almost 30 of you guys here. I think I'm actually gonna go, let's see, may have to go to Best Buy. There's a Best Buy about 20 minutes away. They're still open for about an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna go Best Buy and look for an optical headset. I'm gonna look up real quick exactly if it can be done and how it's done, and if it's just simply a matter of plugging the headset into the optical setting and still putting the audio to HDMI out. Problem solved. And then I'll have something, and then we should be able to chat and talk with people in the game and all that, and that would probably carry over to some other games too. But if not, wow, my screensaver looks pretty cool on the stream. Looks much smoother than it does on my TV, actually. It had kind of a steampunk Fallout theme to it. All right, let me go look into that. At the most, I'll be back in an hour and a half-ish. I plan on streaming tonight, probably late, like we usually do. So let me do that, and then when I get back, I'll see if I'm gonna go look online real quick though and see if that before I go spend money I don't have again. I really would like that fixed. That's bothering me. So if I can go fix it, I'm gonna go fix it. If I can't, then I'll probably be back sooner. But if I can, then I'm gonna go grab a headset, literally, and then just come back and see if I'm gonna see is there an optical plug on the PS4 first before I even go? Let me see. Let me look real quick. Optical, because an optical input on the TV is gonna do nothing. I mean, I would get sound, but I would still be with the whole having to use two headsets thing. Optical input, output, PS4. There should be one. Huh. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright, so that's one problem solved. There is an optical output on mine. Okay, yeah, apparently the PS4 Slim does not have one. Apparently there isn't one on the PS4 Slim. Which, obviously I don't have the Slim, so I guess that's not a big deal. Actually, my PS4 is one of the very first. Well, it was the first group. It was the first bundle that my GameStop got. If I remember right, I got the first. Let's see. Okay, so sound, TV, and headset, PS4. Okay, it says sound through TV and headset at the same time. Okay, as far as the system goes, no, you can only output game audio to one output at a time. Usually this is not a concern because in most cases you wouldn't want the audio on your TV and through your headset too, which makes sense, but in this case, if you get a game audio USB headset, yep, it would be easy. Say the P11, PX21 or... That's what I've got. Hold on. It says you can do this with some... All right, for optical headsets, both chat and game audio pass over optical cables to the headset and the HDMI to the TV. The HDMI signal to the TV is what you guys are getting on your end, but it takes all of that away from it. Okay, that's sort of an answer. Sorry guys, I'm just I'm sitting here with you guys doing what I'd be doing as soon as I turn the stream off anyway. So if you guys are just sitting here with me, just chilling, well, that's cool. That's pretty much. That's really not. I'm not the only one having this problem though, because there's lots of. Somebody solved it in a simple way. Oh my God. Okay, maybe this isn't. Some people are saying you can do it through optical, and other people are saying no, it doesn't allow it regardless. Shit. Okay. Okay, now some headsets allow you to plug into the console through USB, but then they have a side cable that goes out that attaches to that, you know, the little cord that has the like red and white little things that you can start stacking onto out the back also. Red and white plugins, the AV cord, I guess. It'll have a little side cord that comes out of the voice box. It goes into that, and that's where you actually get your audio. Whereas your chat is going through into the console. So there's that, but this headset isn't set up like that. Okay, it looks like a fiber optic is the only option. Barrels to make barrel bombs? Yes, there are small and large barrels at the There's a dude standing on top of a bunch of boxes right there. As soon as you get to your little base camp, there's a dude standing on a bunch of boxes, and there's a little ramp leading up to him. Go up the ramp and talk to him, and he sells like basic health, basic antidote, small barrels, large barrels, trap tools, I think drugged meat, maybe. He sells a few other little things, basics, vials, empty vials, which you should never need to buy. You get those for free all over the place, but hey, Josh. All right, say, Josh, maybe you know this. Okay, if I want to chat and hear game audio in my headset, you guys don't get anything. But if I send you the game audio, you guys can have it, but then I can't have it. All I have is chat through my headset. Is there a way to get game audio coming to the headset as well as the TV, essentially? Because what you guys are getting is the TV broadcast for sound. It seems like there's only an option for headset or whatever. And since you play on PS4, I don't know if you're streaming this. So if you're not streaming this, that you wouldn't have run into this issue. But essentially, on the PS4, you can only have one or the other. Xbox One was basically the same. Well, you could get game audio to the headset as well, but you couldn't get the chat. The chat wouldn't come through. Multiplayer chat at all. Which still may be a problem. But right now, I would just like to get... Now, they're saying is you run the HDMI out, which instead of running it to my TV, I'm running it to my capture card. Which would, if you were playing on PC, would be the same thing as running it to your PC. Which, if you're playing on PC, you wouldn't have a console anyway, so none of this would even be a friggin' issue. But seeing as I'm coming from the PS4, the HDMI, which is sending out all the game sound, comes out. Now, there's an optical option, but here's what I'm thinking I'm going to run into this problem. Let's say I go buy an optical headset, which I was about to go do. And if I'm going to go do it, I need to do it in the next few minutes. Here, look. Here's what I think I'm going to run into. Even if I get an optical set, I still only have this option. Now, it's possible that I can do HDMI out here for the primary output. And then here... See, this is why you guys are getting the sound. As soon as I send it to my headset, which now I can hear it, you guys can't. See, the music just shut off for you guys, right? I do have this on Xbox. I sent you a message here on PS4. If you would pay attention to your friends and stop being so inconsiderate and callous, being such a thoughtless friend, you would see that I sent you a message saying that I bought this game just because of you and that you should feel bad about yourself because you're a bad person. I sent you a message on that. But, yeah, see, now you guys get no game audio. But I do. So what I need is the output device. I'm guessing if I get an optical headset, it's going to come up as a third option. That's what I'm guessing. So if I get an optical headset, I'm guessing that'll be a third option. And then the primary sound output will still be HDMI as long as I have HDMI set. That's what I'm guessing. I'm willing to take a chance on that. I'm thinking that's probably how that's going to work. Yeah, I got this on PS4 so we could play. Because you know more about this game than I do. But it wouldn't help because if I play right now, I can't hear you or anything else. Well, I could hear chat. Chat would come through. I can get chat to come through here while... But I'll bet you if I get chat to come through here, it doesn't come through on y'all's end. Anyway, I would like chat and everything to be broadcast just across everything. Basically, if I'm sitting here playing in the game and we're talking with one another, I'd like it to come through there as well as through the headset. So I'm guessing optical input, output. Okay, let me see. Optical headsets. Optical gaming headset. Let me see if that's actually a thing. Okay, there's lots of them, it looks like. Okay, so if nothing else, at least I can get game here, and you guys can get it on your end, and I can still chat. Maybe it'll actually work. All right, well, it's going to be a few minutes before I get back because I got to go find a headset. I got to go find another headset to use. This is actually the headset I use to record videos, believe it or not. This is my, if and when I ever get around to doing like a let's play of something, I'll actually narrate my videos with this particular headset because it's got good clear sound. It really does. It has better sound than my Shure microphone. It really does. And Audacity deals with the audio really, really well, at least in my opinion. Although sometimes it can be a bit too sensitive. But all right, so okay, guys, let me go to my settings again. We've been all through them, but I'll go to my settings again. So for devices or audio? Audio is just either optical or HDMI. That's it. Get a set of PX24s. That's for Xbox, right? They'll work on a PlayStation? And then on devices, I've only got the option of either the headset or the TV. And then it switches. So what I need is an optical headset to be separate from all of this. Anyway, I'm sitting here wasting time. My store's closing in an hour, so I got to get there relatively soon. They literally close in an hour. So if I'm going to go do this, I need to go do this now. Because I'd rather have this set. I can't just sit here and talk about it any longer. So let me get out of here. And I'll probably be back in the next hour-ish or so, and we'll get back to streaming. And if Josh, if you're on, just hit me up. If not, then I'll catch you on the next one. But I got my character made already, unless it didn't save it. I made it to that first camp, so I'm assuming that'll probably be my save point. Just started a brand new game. Duh, just got it for the PS4. So let me go look for a headset. GameStop's 5 minutes away. Best Buy's about 20 minutes away. All right, I need to get out of here if I'm going to go do that. And I'll see you guys in, I don't know, in about an hour or so. All right? Until then.